fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. Louis!
Check, Mike 42. Cut.
Tyson.
Check. Lucky. Hey, check.
Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 83 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
All day, defense, all day, all day.
Hey, kill. Hey, force, don't kill.
Get the ball. Watch twins, watch twins, watch twins. Twins, twins. Kill.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Williams. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
From the 16, Mahomes. A few issues here on the offensive line, apparently. He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Into the secondary again. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Waiting. 57. 57.
42 the mark, boys. 42.
Go. Go.
Watch the screen. 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 Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey, hey. Watch the shit. Shit.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. That's caught inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Solid.
They'll run on first down. It's Moss, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Go. 280.
Check. Mike 42. Here we go, D.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Eagles 7.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Check 42's the Mike.
Bravo.
42's the Mike. Hey, pick your game up. Start Mike 42. Mike 42. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Here, shift. Hey, kill. Wait, shot.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Got him in open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. His 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On first down, Moss. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flush to his right. This is caught. Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard
A
line.
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Chris Jones on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Moss. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. We step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. 180. Other side, solid. 4-5-7. 5. Here, shift.
44, Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They begin the drive with Williams. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's Hill, complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Eagles take over first.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, watch it, watch it. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Joker, 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 Joker. Shit, shit. Showing up, showing up.
Hey, empty.
Now Anderson running right. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Go. 280.
Keep it up, defense, keep it up.
It's right 57.
Alert 3. Shit, shit.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 45-yard line.
Check. 42. I'm going to come back.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
Hey, rip 5-2, out here.
Check.
Run.
Check. 42.
Hey, Haywood.
You think you won't get this?
Here, shift.
You think you won't get this? Check, nickel.
What's your touch?
From the gun, it's Wentz. Well, he's going to go for it all. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now the second-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run it with Williams. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete. The tight end Kelce. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Here's Gaskin. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Myles Gaskin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give. Running right is Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll run on first down. It's Moss. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on.
They run. Anderson. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 32-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
82, 40.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, Alpha.
4-2, Mike 4-2. I got one.
Here, shift.
42, Mike 42. Man.
Throwing his Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mike 42. Danny.
Please find 7.
42, Mike 42.
Hey, Zoo.
Target. Check. 42's the Mike.
Here, shift.
42's the Mike. Check pass.
On first down, Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
Big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
It's just me and you.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Wentz. It's caught at the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 34. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hey, empty.
Hey, turn it up. Check it back.
Here, shift.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it.
Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Shifts by him. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Sunday. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Wentz now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Okafor in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's going to let it fly. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Wentz going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Elsewhere, a fourth quarter score now from Tampa. The Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them.
74.
44's Mike. Check. Watch the road.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it's third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Check. Slam. Begin.
43.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. They'll let this go for the end zone. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. The Eagles' offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. One final try now for Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Right? That's true. You've said that before.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been